The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
The following content contains adult language and humor that is not suitable for viewers under the age of 18. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. The views and opinions expressed during the following video content are those of the individual and may not reflect those of others.
Pacific414 Pop Talk is here. Join the conversation. We got Barom Orman Tagge, Cashmoney007 and even Mike too. Pop culture, entertainment, news and reviews. Discussions will have opinions made from the panel to the chat. Everyone is welcome here. Reactions, watch parties, and special guests. We like to have a good time. Pacific414 Pop Talk is underway. Pull up a seat, we're inviting you to stay. Articles, collectibles, reviews, you say. Baron, Cash, and Mike bring the fun tonight. Now sit back, relax, enjoy the show. Don't forget to like or comment below. We almost forgot to share out the show. Pacific414 Pop Talk is one of a kind. It's true.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome one and all to this Wednesday edition of Pacific414 Pop Talk. Just before Thanksgiving, just before Turkey Day, just before we all stuff our faces and get fat. Along with the big turkey himself, Barom Orman Tagge, and the candy yams, Cash Money. I am your host, Mike.
I thought it was well, he's got that tofu turkey he's gonna have, so
Yeah,
I guess
candy
yams.
Shut up, your tofu turkey, man. What the hell? I eat real turkey.
Come on.
Come on.
Your tofu wrapped in kale turkey. Come on, man.
No, you guys are high. It's okay.
Actually, it's tofu turducken that he's gonna have.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
It's tofu shaped like a turkey, shaped like a duck.
And, yep, sure.
Why does the turkey look like spam today this year?
Wait a minute. That's the wrong turkey. That's the spam turkey.
I can go for that.
Spam shaped in the form of a turkey.
That is quite a dream you guys are having there.
Hey, I'm a Minnesota. I'm proud of our spam.
For all I know, Cash, I could be in a turkey coma already. That's why I'm talking like this.
Maybe you guys both are. Okay.
Oh, that's right. Hi, everybody. I'm not live. I'm Memorex. Ha ha.
Wait a minute. None of us are live for this edition of Pop Talk. We're all Memorex.
I thought you were. Oh.
We're all speaking to you from the past into the future. The future where the next day is Turkey Day. That's right.
I do that pretty good, don't I?
Yeah, you do. You ever do that professionally?
Well, I mean, people called me. I could probably. But hey, sign me up, somebody. If you need a turkey, I'm your guy. I mean, I've been called a turkey enough times.
Seems about right.
In my lifetime. Hey, watch it over there. Watch it over there, surfer boy.
Yeah, dude. Like, totally
say,
watch it over there, dude.
Bruh.
Come on, bro.
Come on, bruh.
Or should I say Valley Boy? Like, totally for sure. Yeah,
like, for sure.
Yeah.
Like yeah, man.
Like, come on.
But, gentlemen, how are you guys doing?
Oh, as of the day of the recording, doing fine. When it airs, who knows?
That's right.
The future.
No true statement has ever been spoken.
Live. Yeah.
It's live, yet it's not. Yet we're here, yet we're not.
We're
We're
here.
undead.
We're not. We're we're undead, right?
We took a step back to last month, and now it is truly the Booligans.
Ooh, scary.
We're like spirits.
We're caught in this vortex where we can speak to you from the past, but we can't return to the future.
Oh my.
Oh, instead of Groundhog Day, it's Turkey Day. Okay.
Yeah, well, why not?
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, I have not seen my turkeys this year.
You haven't?
No, we have
Probably hiding
no,
from you.
Probably. I don't know. I mean, usually we have a Tom and his harem of Jennies. I mean, a while back we were seeing just a lone Jenny around here, but I have not seen my precious.
I think maybe your governor did something. I don't know. Crazy stuff.
It's part of the fraud. Yeah, I
He
know.
stole all the turkeys. Where are they? Where are those turkeys?
Yeah, he was dancing with the turkeys.
Knowing him and how his family is, like, you know, yeah. Anything's possible over there, man. Just like here.
Yeah.
And
Just like
North
here.
Carolina is getting crazy again, too. So, yeah, dude. Who knows? All the turkeys might be gone somewhere. The power of the turkey.
They're saying it's getting so bad, they're giving turkeys a bad name. We're out of here. It's like, hey, you Canadian geese, where do you go south?
Baron looks out. Where are all the turkeys? And then the governor's like, I got him.
Hey, don't forget the jazz hands.
That's right.
I mean, your governor's got hand movements.
He does.
He's throwing the gang signs and pseudo sign language.
He has to make sure he's in line with the blood in the crypt.
I believe that he would probably jump rope with Chi if he got the opportunity to.
How do we know he didn't when Chi came?
Maybe he did. Who knows? Who knows?
Who knows what goes on
Crazy
behind
stuff.
closed doors? You know, there have been stories.
I don't know.
Oh yes, there have been sort of stories. And speaking of stories and behind closed doors, we got an article from WCCF Tech. Roblox will require age verification with facial recognition to unlock chat going forward. They should have had security measures implemented to begin with, but no. And then they denied that anything wrong was going on.
But they don't care because they're making all this money, just like when Fortnite had the major lawsuit and so on. They're like, it's not gambling, it's not this, and they still survive because they have FU money. That's what they have.
Oh, literally. Fortnite has it.
Roblox has it too. There's no doubt about that. Yeah.
But yeah,
Minecraft.
we're going to be talking about that, of course. And for anyone who is wondering where the links, unfortunately, with this being a recorded broadcast, future me is not going to be there in the chat, of course. But the links to these articles are in the description down below. So that's where you can find them.
Yeah.
So put that in your pipe and smoke it, people.
The links.
Just because I'm not live, I gotta be nice. Okay, I forgot.
The links, man. The links.
Well,
I am missing.
Well, let's be honest. The links are always there in the description for Pop Talk. I just happen to put them in the chat because that's a habit of mine.
It's good, fine.
Yeah, Mike's got a habit.
Yeah, I do have a habit. Putting links in the chat when I'm actually there on stream. When I'm not there on stream, you won't see them.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and get into this first article, gentlemen.
All right.
Cool. Damn, I miss seeing that. Welcome back, old friend.
I know we've had a lot of watch parties. And it's my doing, but like I said, I was in the Halloween spirit this year.
Yeah.
No! I talked to Baron recently. I was like, Baron, it's gonna be okay. He's like, no! And then he exploded a few times. It's crazy.
I did
like, you okay, Baron? You all right?
No, Mike keeps having watch party after watch party after watch party.
There's too many watch
problem.
What
and it's double headers, which means I gotta stick through two movies.
There's like some people in the chat.
Hold on.
Jiminy
You guys don't ever have to stay through both movies of a double feature.
No, he says that in public, folks. You should hear him in private.
You better stay and watch both movies.
I think Mike has always told us if we can't be on the stream, it's okay. The show goes on.
I've always told you guys that.
But he does hold it against us. He's got a
He'll
little.
hold it against us
Remember,
later.
we hold it against each other.
You want that carrot? Huh? Almost got it. Not quite.
We hold it against each other. If one of us is in here, then we mock that person.
Yes.
And boy, did
We
we
do
mock
it
Cash. Whew.
proudly.
Woo.
Yeah,
Not that much.
What do you mean?
Not enough.
Yeah, I guess we should have been harder. Oh, Fraser.
All right. So we have this article that was posted on WCCF Tech on the 19th. And that was Wednesday. And it's by David Castle, or however you say his name.
Casserole. Let's go.
Yeah,
Casserole.
sounds good.
Casserole.
By the way,
Casserole.
anybody having a casserole for Thanksgiving?
I have no idea what's going on for
I don't
Thanksgiving.
think so.
And we don't have casseroles here in Minnesota.
Oh, excuse me.
No, we have hot dishes.
Hot dishes.
Hot
Excuse me.
dish. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
We're not
what he's
gonna
saying
have
is don't expect the green bean casserole
Expect
on
the
his
green
table.
bean.
Oh, it's green bean hot dish, and I don't eat green bean hot dish because I hate green beans.
I don't like green beans. I'm better.
Well, bloody freaking duh. I don't like green beans.
Oh, my green beans are not good today.
Green beans are on the
Oh,
table. Get them
green
off. Get them off.
Yeah, no. Usually it's a lot more whining and crying than that.
No.
Why did it cry with you? The hell you say?
No.
Oh, wait a minute.
No,
Why
Mrs.
am
Dad,
I-
About the kid
why
that's
am I
reading
doing
the
that?
aisle.
The hell you say?
He has a dream where a green bean is attacking him and stuff. No, green bean, don't.
Leave me
I have a
alone.
dream.
Leave me alone.
I have a dream of a world without green beans. I have a dream. No broccoli or cauliflower. I have a dream. My apologies to MLK Jr., but yeah, I could resist.
So let's see what this article has to say, shall we?
If you insist.
Let's do it.
It says, today, Roblox announced it will soon require facial recognition based on age verification from its players to unlock communication features. Should have done that in the very beginning.
Come on,
Or at
Roblox.
some kind of security measure in the very beginning.
No kids play this game. Come on.
Beginning in the first week of December, starting with Australia, New Zealand, and the Netherlands, and the rest of the world in 2026, this new security feature is the latest effort from the company to make it a safer platform for children. Should have done that in the beginning. I'll keep saying that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I will not drop it.
Get ready for the lawyer speak now. Yay.
Yep. All users can now voluntarily go through the facial age estimation process to secure their access to communication features. It wrote in a new blog post, what's to stop anybody from going around those features?
Good question.
Well, you did say an important word, voluntarily. I thought this was going to be.
I thought it was going to be mandatory.
Mhm.
Yeah, it should be.
Plus, I got a couple more thoughts on it, but later,
During the first week of December, we'll begin enforcing the age check requirement in select markets, including Australia, New Zealand, and the Netherlands. Those requirements will extend to the rest of the world wherever chat is available in early January.
Mhm.
It says, with this decision, Roblox claims it is ushering in a new safety standard and says this innovation supports age-based chat and limits communication between minors and adults, which is something you should have implemented from the very beginning of your platform.
Mhm.
Yep.
Following the passing of new legislation in the UK, Discord implemented its own facial recognition age verification. for its British users. Facial recognition that was immediately tricked with nothing more than a copy of Death Stranding. I'm sorry, Death Stranding.
Stranding, yeah.
Mhm.
So see, again, like I said, who's to say someone's not going to try to circumvent these security measures? Because you know people will.
Well, I know a perfect way, and I'm going to let it out here because it should be the warning thing. But creepy Uncle Joe says to his niece, "Come on over here, come on over here. I want you to sit in front of the computer here. We're going to have some Roblox time. Why don't you look into the camera here, and then we can verify you into the game?" And ta-da!
Mm-hmm.
That's a
Creepy
picture.
Uncle Joe is now Little Jill. You know,
That's
I mean,
yeah.
honestly.
Well,
It says, of course, Roblox verification could fare much better, but while this new measure could do what the company claims it can do, it by no means a perfect solution.
Okay, can we say X for doubt? I don't know.
I don't think it's going to work.
No,
I don't think it's going to work at all. It's going to be a big failure for them.
It's going to be this.
Yep, it's going to be a bomb.
Because I went to the movies last week.
As the internet has matured, technological advancements in safety and security have steadily shifted the industry's approach to age assurance. While initial efforts relied on simple self-declared age to manage access to features, the industry has since progressed to behavioral-based methods. And the blog continues. Yeah, well, behavioral-based methods don't work either.
no.
I mean,
Today,
it's still a Wild West out there. I mean, in that world, what is going to be the best way? But continue on. Sorry.
Today, Roblox is going further. We're unlocking patent and age-appropriate experiences for our users by requiring them to complete an age check, facial age estimation, or ID verification. Once the age check is complete, users will only be allowed to chat with others in similar age groups unless they become trusted connections with people they know. And let me just ask this question. What's going to stop them from using that trusted connections as a workaround?
Yeah.
Of course. You know it. I know it.
Yeah.
We know we know many of the tricks. Heck, I'm sure they got even more tricks than we can even think of. No, just we have to remember when we were kids trying to get around a lot of this crap, you know. You know, get the fake ID with McLovin on it, and you know, hope that we can get that liquor or that porno magazine. I mean, it's just
right.
You know, put some glue on our face and rub some sawdust on it, make it look like we have a 5 o'clock shadow. I mean,
oh, everybody, you now know what Barrett did as a kid.
That's right.
What do you mean? Yeah, I did that until I grew my beard.
Even as a
was
kid,
at the age of 12, by the way.
Even as a kid, he was smoking a pipe. He had that sawdust beard, and he's like, "Yeah, I just got home off the truck. Yeah, just punched out not that long ago. Now I'm here to."
They looked at him and people were like, "Are you 50 years old?" He says, "I'm 12."
I'm 12. Hey, I've smoked a pipe since I was 16. Maybe I started at 15 even. I don't know, but I was the only juvenile delinquent that had a pipe. And you know what? That got me places.
Yes, because unlike the rest of the ruffians, you were more sophisticated. I will not smoke a common cigarette. I will smoke
that
from my pipe.
Get away from me, you peons.
even then, he had his smoking jacket, his Ashcroft, and also a silk top hat. Yes,
I'm also in radio, you little peon. So
My name
Hey,
is
hey, hey.
Barom
Want an
Orman
autograph?
Tagge, and I do not smoke cigarettes.
If you want an autograph,
Oh.
it'll be $10, please.
You kidding? He was charging 25.
Yeah, but my value has dropped in recent years. But you know, the miracle thing about it though is when you're smoking a pipe, you never got carded when you went in to get your pipe tobacco. You know,
Interesting.
Mhm. Well, they don't expect, you know, and even though you know, obviously they must have suspected that I was not 18 at the time. It's like, fuck, this guy's smoking a pipe. It's like that. Screw it, let him have it. You know. Hey, the days were cool back then in the 80s.
Yeah, it's like, all right, yeah, you're 6. Here's some cigarettes. There you go, kid.
Were
I mean,
you,
it's even depicted in Clerks.
that's true.
Mhm.
Was your
Yeah.
was your local radio station, whatever radio station you worked at the time, Baron, was it pretty
Yeah.
popular around town? Were people like, oh, dude, I can't wait to tune into this radio station and listen to this music or whatever you guys were doing over there?
Well, only basically the town Stillwater, and even then it was like, and you are?
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't. Didn't bother me. I mean, again, I was living the dream. I was behind a microphone. That's all I cared about.
Yeah,
pushing
man,
limits.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you know, and getting the occasional fan letter from Stillwater Prison written in crayon. You know, it's like if that doesn't boost your day, I don't know what does. So,
Hey, why not, man? If prisoners are listening to the radio station, why not? That's cool.
you know, here I'm expecting big old Bubba going, I listen to you all the time. I'm out on parole.
I'm coming down to the station.
You want to go with me down to Capaloo's and have a drink or two?
As long as it's a
No.
public place, it might have been okay, but that's all.
Not necessarily.
Nah.
You want to go to McDonald's, Bubba? Yeah, that sounds good.
Hey,
It says
that place was great, but back to you.
Yeah.
It says this initiative is designed to provide even more age-appropriate experiences for all users, which we believe will improve interactions for users of all ages on Roblox. Not gonna work. Hate to tell you guys.
Yeah, what about those Indian scammers out there? I mean, they know how to get around it.
Yeah.
Those Nigerian princes, you know, they know how. I mean, honestly, it's the only thing is you have to be vigilant with your children if they're going to be online.
Exactly.
That is the only safe thing you can.
You've got to pay attention to them. Like you can, even when you're growing up and you're like, oh, I wish my parents weren't nagging me about this, but yeah, it's nice they care. Want to know what's going on. Yeah.
And more importantly, you got to have the talk with them. A lot of these people don't talk.
No, they don't.
Kids about this.
No.
And say,
a lot of parents don't do what our parents did. Raise us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were going to say
that's why when you hear these young people playing these mature games or whatever, I mean, they can maybe handle them, but it's like, man, I hope their parents are around and stuff because these kids are annoying. But they're kids, so you know it's like but still, it's just like I hope their parents are around. I know sometimes they're like their parents if they're playing like Call of Duty with them or something. Okay, that's okay. That's
the trash talk between the kid and the father is like, boy, whoa,
that can happen sometimes. Sure,
the father's in the master bedroom, quiet in the corner.
It's like there's so many kids that are playing like stuff like Grand Theft Auto and so on, but you can't hear them usually, so that's probably a good thing. But it's probably way too many kids playing that game since it is considered mature and so on. But what? I mean, if you can't hear them,
anybody from buying the game for the kids. I mean,
it doesn't.
Retail. I know the parents will buy the games, and
I remember that grandma probably got convinced by her grandson or whatever to buy that Call of Duty game that time, and I'm not going to be like, hey, what are you doing? You know, no, but I just hope that she understands what that game is. I mean, if he can handle it, it's fine. He must have been, I don't know. Should a 10-year-old be playing Call of Duty? I don't think so.
No.
No. But, it's just like when I was in the store one time, right? And, back when they had CDs and stuff like that in stores. Boy, did I date myself here. But
Back in those
there was this
CD
old couple.
days. Yeah, that's
I
fine.
still have some CDs.
There was these,
Me too.
I got a lot of CDs still, thank God. I love CDs. But, I'm in there and there's an older couple and they're going, I think little Johnny will like this. I don't know what the name is, but little Johnny might like this as they're picking up a Triumph the Insult Comic Dog CD. And it even has the parental advisory. And I had to. I said, yeah, I don't think you want to give that to him. Forgive me, but for interfering, but I don't think you want to give that to him. Very foul language, stuff like that. It's like, okay. Little Johnny doesn't need that. Oh, okay. Yeah, Johnny's 26 and he still lives in his parents' basement. Yeah, definitely don't give it to him. Then. Yeah.
It might offend him.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Mom, the poop bucket's full again. Where's my hot pockets?
It's like, what is it? It's like that South Park episode, the World of Warcraft.
Yeah. Make love, not World of Warcraft. Yeah.
But do you gentlemen have any thoughts on Roblox implementing security? Too little, too late?
Too little, too late, and even then, ineffective. They're really, honestly, in this day and age, with how kids can get around on the internet, this day and age, how adults can get around, more importantly, if they really want to, they will make sure they can find a way to go in there as little Jill and do their crap. And the thing is it comes back, parents, please pay attention. The internet's a wonderful tool if used right.
That's right.
Leave the naughty neighbor sites to me and let the kids go to a place where they're not going to be burdened down by some creepy old Uncle Joe, going, I got some candy. Want some sniffins?
Jeez, Baron.
Fucking hell, Baron. That's like...
I'm not cutting that out. I'm not cutting any of this out.
Oh my God. You want some sniffins?
I haven't had cats laugh like this. I don't know how long.
Oh,
folks,
man.
just know that even a recording of Pop Talk, I intend to keep it as it is, unlike the Easter one.
Oh man.
I know, Baron, you weren't happy with me with some of the edits I made.
I just want to go on. So, I just say it when you're playing a game, want some sniffins. Just to mess with people, that's great, Baron. We got to do something like that. That's great, man.
You want some sniffins? Oh shit.
I'm on a roll today, folks.
Oh man. Okay.
Are you okay, Cash?
That was funny. I'm just
picturing.
No, it's just I could picture us, Baron. We're playing a game, like say we're playing like if you wanted to play Marvel Rivals or some other thing, or maybe even over the mic say, "Hey, you guys, you interested in some sniffins? Want some sniffins?" Yeah.
Well, you gotta do in that creepy Uncle Joe.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you want some sniffins?
You guys want some sniffins? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? You two could have that moment all you want. I'm not giving you permission, but if that's something you want to do,
no, it's just so
Mike
me out of it.
It would just be funny because it's like, what did you just say? What, you didn't hear what I said? Sniffins, man. Come on, dude.
Sniffins, man. Don't you want some sniffins? Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Make it smell like cinnamon. Cinnamon.
But any final thoughts on this article before you two get too far off topic?
No, we're good.
Well, we kind of are on topic because
Yeah.
that's just it. I mean, just like we're sitting back saying, it comes back to, as much as we're having laughs and giggles here, pay attention.
Parents, pay
There's enough
attention to
stories.
your kids. Do not
There's enough
let
stories.
Roblox and this other stuff dictate their lives.
What is
Pay
it?
attention.
Is it Chris Hansen or whatever?
Yes,
Haven't you seen enough of those Chris Hansens where he meets up
watch
with little
a
Jill?
Chris Hansen thing, and it'll scare the living crap out of you because those are realistic situations, unfortunately. And
right.
Show your kids that, and it will freak them out. It'll be enough.
Yeah.
Yep.
Watch.
It'll be an eye opener.
Yes.
Watch Scammer Payback. That will help you when it comes to your parents who might not understand all this stuff. It's like, honestly, you got to be ever vigilant. You got to do this thing called adulting, whether you like it or not. Right?
That's right.
You got to make sure you are safe, your kids are safe, and even your parents are safe in this age.
Exactly.
And that's all I can sit back and say. That's it. That's the best deterrent you can have, and it's not even perfect, but you can try.
That's right.
Listen to these missing segments they have on Patrol Live. I don't know if Cops deals with it, but they sit back and say about how little Sydney ran off at the age of 14. She was talking to some guy on the internet, and we like to have Sydney come back. The Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Hell, go to their website, and then you get an understanding of what you're dealing with here. So that's all I got to sit back and say. Do your job.
Mm-hmm.
Do your job as a parent. Do your due diligence to see what your kids are up to.
Right. And take a picture of yourself beforehand, and then go back and remember the time you didn't have gray in your hair. Because it's going to change in a couple of years. It's natural.
Mm-hmm. It happens.
Those grays come from your kids.
Yep. And anything else, gentlemen, before we move on to our next article?
I bet you smell like marshmallows.
Okay, Herbert.
Should I look at Herbert? I don't know. He creeps me out.
It sounded close enough to him.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
He's the one that creeps me out the most out there, Herbert.
That's the point.
Yeah, right on top of my head.
Herbert's not really that relevant anymore on Family Guy, though. I'm sure it's changed a lot of things, and not for the better. But
I haven't watched Family Guy recently, so I don't know.
It's just good for a train wreck. That's all it is. That's all it's become. So.
Oh, that's why I watch about the stuff about Harry and Meghan. I love a good train wreck.
I need my privacy.
My privacy. Oh, my privacy? Are you talking about my privacy? I need my privacy. I need my privacy.
My question for you guys right now is: are you a fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Woohoo!
Never heard of them.
Are you?
I've heard of Biker Mice from Mars.
Yes.
I love going to the drive-in all the time. They have great conies there.
Well, one of those is going to be the flavor for the next Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And unfortunately, for any adult fans, we're not going to get anything that harkens back to the roots of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That sucks. Is this a Seth Rogen thing again?
No.
Thank God.
Nope.
Not Seth Rogen.
Not this time.
According to some people that we actually know, the last Turtles movie was actually pretty good, but I still don't want to see it.
Yeah, and they're supposedly still going to go ahead with the sequel to that movie.
Yeah, and there's the problem.
And this is what takes the hit.
Oh, no.
Paramount kills last Ronin TMNT movie, and Sonic producer takes over reboot.
Oh, you gotta be effing kidding me.
Yeah, I don't.
What
I'm
the
not happy about
hell?
And even the game, it's probably up in the air too. So
I haven't heard anything on
I
the
haven't
game.
either.
I'm going to consider that canceled as well.
I looked
until I hear
over
otherwise.
stuff the other day. I'm just like, are you kidding me? So much potential wasted again. How many times, guys? How many times?
You have a potential to market The Last Ronin to the now adult fans of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, who will actually pay to see the movie, pay to play the game.
Right.
And yet you still want to keep it child friendly when, if you look at the root of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it wasn't intended for kids in the original comics.
So, guess what? Even stuff like the Power Rangers had mature content too in the comics. Go figure.
Well, yeah. I mean, same thing with the Tick. The Tick wasn't. Same thing with the Mask. That
Not
wasn't
surprised either.
So I mean, honestly, folks. I mean, if you read the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, oh my God! Between that and the movie, yeah, you're gonna have shell shock.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, very well said.
But with Paramount killing The Last Ronin, we'll go ahead and read this article from Will Harrigan, which was posted on Thursday, November 20th. And it starts off by saying, Paramount is making major moves with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I wouldn't really call it major. The major move would have been continuing with The Last Ronin.
That's right.
Yeah.
A new report from The Hollywood Reporter says the studio is bringing in Sonic the Hedgehog producer Neil H. Moritz to oversee a new live-action CG hybrid TMNT movie, a shift that immediately impacts the entire franchise slate. Why don't they do what we've talked about when we watched the 1990 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle film?
They
Do a
can't.
combination of the costumes and then use CGI to enhance them.
Yeah, I mean, look at the Michael Bay stuff. You see the picture right there. They look like they're on steroids. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Paramount wants a Sonic-style TMNT. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Boris Kitts, Paramount is looking to Sonicify the brand with Moritz signaling a more mainstream four-quadrant direction. The Turtles are already mainstream.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't need to get them any more mainstream than they already are. Everybody knows who the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are. Yes, the ones that you see the most are the 87 Turtles.
Right.
Yep.
Well, I mean, this sounds exactly what's happened to DC.
Yep.
The DCFU. I mean, hey, let's bring Gunn over and we'll Marvelize it.
Yeah.
That's
how a lot of it feels, yes.
Turtles here. Let's Sonicify them.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Sonic games. Don't get me wrong. I like the Sonic games. I even like the game that Mike doesn't like, Spinball. Sonic Spinball. But,
yeah.
To each their own.
Yeah, to each their own. And you're wrong. But,
Hi, Shane, in case you're watching this.
Watch, he probably just popped in when I said you're wrong. But no, seriousness, no. But, they're two different worlds. They're two different styles. All you have to do is watch the cartoons of Sonic and then watch the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to realize these
Completely
two
different.
universes are very different. And,
Yes.
go expand outside, within the lanes. Don't jump the curb. But, like The Last Ronin, obviously it was staying in the lanes, but really went, into one lane or the other to deliver a story, a good story. And
Well, when you had one of the original creators as part of the writing team and also drawing the Turtles with the Last Ronin story, you had something going. I mean, I have the book that has all the first Ronin series in it, and from what I've read so far, it's pretty good.
I need to get that.
Somebody was even starting to do a fan thing of it, and it was like, hire these people. These big, hire these people already. My goodness, this is awesome. Imagine what they could do with a nice budget. Let's hire these people. Nope, can't do that.
Well, more importantly, even if they don't have a huge budget, they could still work wonders.
Oh, they could.
I mean,
which I'm a big proponent for.
Even a few months ago, before Skydance took over Paramount, they were talking about Judah Hogg coming back to play April.
Yeah, and interesting.
Yeah. But it says here in this article, it also explains why the long-developed The Last Ronin movie has been sidelined. Morowitz already helped turn Sonic into one of Paramount's strongest franchises. The insider quote for THR says it all. If you want Sonic, you go to the guy who did Sonic.
Right.
Yes, but these are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You look at the history of the comic books, especially. And they started off dark. And then, of course, you had the Archie comics, which were more in line with the animated series from 87.
I feel like anytime you go to a convention, if you really, and you're able to ask a question at one of these panels, he said, so what did you guys learn about this project? What have you learned about this franchise? And I think that would be a good question. I think that'd be a good question for Leslie Headland and all these people. What do you guys actually know about this stuff? You can say it in a nicer way, even though they want to be jackasses to people, but who don't agree with their nonsense. But still,
Right.
What did you learn? What do you know about the Turtles? What do you don't have to say it in a rude way. What do you know about this franchise? What did you read about it?
Right.
Yeah.
And don't tell me you looked at all the information on Wikipedia or
Please don't.
any other source out there.
Well, yeah, I mean, basically, you got to sit down with them and just ask this.
What would you say you do here?
Yeah, exactly. And then get removed by security.
Yeah.
No.
It says the Last Ronin movie is off the table. This shakeup means the rated R Last Ronin live action CG project is no longer moving forward. And again, if Deadpool has proven anything, is that rated R comic book movies can be successful. And yes, this would still be a comic book movie.
Of course. As long as people care enough and they do enough of the source material, you don't have to do everything. It doesn't have to. I know people want to talk about, well, I don't want to read. I just read this. I don't want to see this live action. I've heard that argument before, but you don't have to do everything, but follow the main points at least.
Right.
From the source material, please. That would be a good start.
No,
and it says here that.
That's ignorant.
Go ahead, Bear.
That's right.
Oh, okay. Well, why should I see it when I got the perfect person to see it?
No, they're ignorant. That's ignorant.
No.
That's right.
And it says here the film had nobody director Isla Nayshuler and talks to Helm earlier this year, but the deal never closed. Now imagine if that deal actually went through. We saw nobody.
Yeah.
And we all liked it. I think he could have done something with The Last Ronin, especially if he read all the series and also talked to Peter Laird and those who worked on it. And it says sources for The Hollywood Reporter say the new Skydance controlled Paramount leadership, headed by David Ellison, didn't want the Turtles' first non-animated movie in a decade to be an adult story, a violent adult story is what it says here in the article. Well, why not? Why not say this is a new direction, new regime, and for those longtime fans, here's the story that you've read in the comics now on the big screen.
Well, honestly, they're not shy about doing that to others. Look what they did to Velma.
Ugh, yeah.
Right? Look what they did with a lot of the other stuff. And now you have the perfect one with even the creator or one of the creators involved in it. And it's like, no, we got to keep it to, everyone just associates it with the cartoon series, we got to keep it with the cartoon series because, really we got to sonify it. So we're going to do it that way. Honestly.
It's ridiculous. It says that the last Ronin is now put back in the pizza box with no signs it will be revived anytime soon. However, still gets his, Seth Rogen. That's who that laugh was imitating. Mutant Mayhem sequel still moving ahead. The report also says Paramount is moving forward with the animated sequel to the Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg's Mutant Mayhem, set for September 17th, 2027, with Jeff Rowe returning to direct. And also that other news that they recently canceled the series Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So, yeah. Again, with this new Paramount Skydance, I don't have hope for franchises that we love. I don't have hope for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't have hope for Star Trek, especially Star Trek.
No. I mean, Stargate is finally coming back too, and I was talking to Spock about that earlier, and I said, well, I know Jace talked about that the other day, but we'll see if the people care, and if it's going to be a continuation. I can understand people being optimistic,
Right?
But we'll see. I mean, Brendan Fraser is going to be doing The Mummy 4, and he said this is the movie that I really wanted to make, and I wasn't able to before. So I don't know. All this stuff can be good, but we'll just see. Sometimes I also think that maybe we can just leave this stuff alone and do some other things. How about that? Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's kind of interesting, watching Gutfeld the other day, and the topic about Netflix trying to get Paramount, is it? Or
yes,
whatever.
yeah, they're one of the people.
Netflix is one of the companies that's trying to get Warner Brothers,
Warner,
along with
but
Paramount Skydance.
Right.
And they're saying they still have films that go in the theater. It's like, do people go to theaters no more? And it's interesting. They're kind of hitting around, but Tyrus, he's got our blood, man. He has his blood. Basically, it's like, why do you want to go to see rehashes, remakes, or whatever? There's no original in the body. And the one thing, though, people didn't bring in there, and I would have brought in, is like, no, people do like the communal experience of watching a movie together. You feed off of each other when you watch these movies. The thing is, they cost too much. Trying to go to a theater, even by yourself, can cost a lot. Sure, you don't need to buy any of the goodies, but just the price of the tickets. Now you kind of going to do that on a date or
family. I mean, it's nice. Like AMC has that thing on Tuesdays, like half off or whatever they do. But you have a
date on a Friday night. That ain't gonna work. Hey, can you wait till Tuesday when we can have the iPhone?
Right, exactly.
Like a lead balloon or Led Zeppelin. And of course, in the way Hollywood has been, just like Tyrus and some of the others we're seeing, the movies have been crap. Who was it that was reporting? Somebody out there was reporting. This is the worst season for movies since 1981.
Yeah, it's
despite what they want to try to sit back and say, no, this is the worst for box office and motion pictures. And we can list it all off. You're still trying to push woke crap. I mean, granted, yes, you have these projects already in production.
Yeah.
And you got to finish them up and get them out there. You got to try to get back up to the time where people just want to be entertained, not lectured. Same thing with the stars.
Well, if there's a lecture, it needs to make sense to the story at least. Don't lecture somebody because of your ridiculous politics. I don't care what side it is.
And that's just it. I mean, it's just like, what it was Michael Jordan saying that, hey, I got fans on both sides of the aisle. I'm not going to go out there. And again, with your Hollywood, when you're out there, you're in your professional face, you're promoting movies or whatever, shut the front door. No one wants to know about your political leanings. And I don't care what side of the aisle. I really don't.
If it doesn't fit in the story, don't put it in there. It's ridiculous.
I'm talking about even with promotion or when they're out.
I know. That's true too.
And stuff like that. And, and it's like, these are the things that turn people off from wanting to see your movie because it's getting harder and harder to separate the art from the artist. And
it is, man. I agree.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, I mean, this is still part of that road to ruin. I mean, this is what we're going to do because you guys are so bankrupt. You have a chance of having, again, sure, it looks like a risk on paper, but think of the return you might get off of this. No, we'll just go with the same old, which is going to guarantee you.
Well,
let's face it. Is this going to guarantee you this?
Also, in regards to The Last Ronin, this is a different story for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's used all 4 turtles plus Letter in April.
Yep.
And this story, it's 1 turtle. And you have to read all the issues to find out which turtle it is.
Yeah, I have the graphic novel that I've started a little bit, and I'm going to continue it.
I need to get that.
It's just it's dark because like
that's how turtles started.
It's dark because I better not spoil anything, but I mean you can guess The Last Ronin. I mean you can probably put 2 and 2 together, Baron, but it's just the thing is it's basically about a certain turtle, obviously, and his feelings and everything he's dealing with right now after all the
loss of his master, father, loss of his brothers.
Yes.
New York in shambles. It's been taken over.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He's broken. And there's nothing. And if you want to look up the fan-made trailer, you're like, dang, this is fucking good. It really is. And it's like some of these other fan-made trailers and stuff. It's like, gosh dang, these people care a lot about the source material, which is important. So it's like, why are these people not hired? Why didn't they hire these people for Netflix? But it's like, do you guys just keep wanting to lose money?
Yes, they do.
You have all these streaming services. You think people are going to just pay out of their ass or whatever for all these streaming services? Look, I have to say, I saw the trailer the other day for The Merlin, and I was like, oh, finally, a Daily Wire Plus or whatever, Daily Wire. You finally decide to do something else after Terror on the Prairie and that trans thing you were making fun of people of some basketball movie. That went too far. I heard some people watch.
Well, it was like the other day, bringing up MLB's new deal with ESPN, Netflix, NBC.
It's
and
crazy,
the fact that ESPN's going to have control of MLB.TV, the price is going to be going up on that.
Yeah, and we have a new memo here too, you guys. We're not going to call it switch hitter no more. It's going to be a poly hitter now. Okay, get with the times.
But the problem is that even when this stuff looks good, it's like, oh, but it's behind a paywall. Just like the Daily Wire Plus thing. It's behind a paywall. Are you guys going to expand? Look, I want either Daily Wire or somebody else to really put pressure on Hollywood. And not just say it, but actually do it. Because healthy competition will bring in more and more ideas.
Of course it will.
Time and time again.
And I know this isn't going to happen, but I'd love to see one of these major studios say, we're not going to be in Lemming. We're not going to follow the crowd. We're going to do our thing.
That's right. Yep.
No.
But they're not going to do that.
No.
Why? Because they're all following in lock, stock, and barrel.
Yep. I mean,
and so many of them are owned by in a giant conglomerate.
There's some of these people, Scorsese still, with the stuff that he wants to even put stuff on Fox Nation. He knows where there's fans. They're being smart. People like, I say Christopher Nolan. There's some other people out there, but there's a lot of people. I don't even know if Quentin Tarantino would ever go on Fox or other stuff to promote. You should. If they have big audience, it just makes sense to business. If you're limiting yourself, it's just stupid.
Maybe if Emily Capano chose her fee, he would. But other than that,
you learn too much about Quentin Tarantino, even when you listen to him on the radio. But many years ago, I was like, probably around the time of Kill Bill or even before that. He's an interesting guy, but he's a weirdo too. But a lot of people in Hollywood are.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, would you ever?
He's among good company.
I
Bunch
mean,
of
I don't
weirdos.
know. I don't know if James Cameron has ever been on there, but like promoting Avatar, any of this stuff, dude. If there's a big audience, go on all these shows. It just makes sense. I don't care where it is. Go on all these shows, even Good Morning America of all things.
Charlie Sheen did.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yep.
I have a lot of respect for Charlie Sheen. I really do.
Yeah.
I always liked him. I always felt bad about
He's
you know
done
him
some
being
really
watched as
stupid
demons.
things, but
Yeah, his
yes,
demons.
yes.
I mean, he was on the same road as Robert Downey Jr. It's good to see that he actually got things squared away now.
Yeah, he looks better. He'll still look screwed up, but he looks better.
Well, I think that's the basically the Sheen family trait to have that look.
I think so, but yeah, to an extent, yeah. Some may be worse than others, but yeah.
Yeah.
Emilio Estevez, though, he seems pretty normal. He seems more. He's the adopted kid. I don't think he's.
No, he's not adopted. No.
Is he? I can't remember. Okay.
Yeah, he just kept the family name.
Okay.
Estevez. Charlie took his dad's stage name, Sheen.
Got it.
Because Martin Sheen can't decide if he's Irish or Catholic or Mexican. So
yeah, and you think about that. I mean, you can say what you want about those Mighty Ducks films, but even the third one, as goofy as it can be, it still has a good message. Wow, a good message. They all do, but some of them are, of course, better than others. But yeah, I mean, and that was all involved in Disney. That's why it's so funny to me. It's like you guys have all access to all this stuff, and you've done this and that and this and that and this. Same with you, Warner Brothers, this and that, all this stuff. And it's like you guys are just dropping the ball left and right, man.
Yeah, they are, because even in December we're going to be watching the Santa Claus, and that movie had a good message.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll be there for that. I haven't seen that in a long time. So.
Yeah, same here. It's been a little bit since I seen
Well,
it.
it's just like the whole
I haven't
thing
seen them
with
all, but
the Tim Allen thing. It's like, we're sorry, Tim. Here's money. We didn't mean to.
Here's money, Tim. Oh, you want a new show? You got it.
Yeah.
We didn't mean to cancel Last Man Standing, but we did. And
we're stupid. We're sorry.
We don't care. Yeah, even if it was popular, we just
we're sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's like when I watch stuff like it's just going back, like watching the new Adventures of Old Christine. Like, it was funny. It was still funny back then, and even Wanda Sykes was funny. She's lost her mind now. Like, a lot of these people have lost their mind. It's really a shame. It really is, but it's unfortunately the way it is. So,
the curse of Hollywood.
Yep,
it is the curse of Hollywood. It's been the curse of Hollywood for quite a while.
It has, man. It's just crazy. I mean, there's barely any family shows out there, and if there is, there's barely anything that has good messages. There might be one or two out there, but it's just you don't
hear about them.
No, you keep missing the point. I mean, even when Fresh Prince came back, it started being more about this stupid agenda that it should have never been about. And it's all these things that crazy, this Blackish, Mixish, all this stuff. It's like, like there's some really good Lawrence Fishburne's in that's great, but look at Anthony Anderson. Remember when he was funny? Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Look at what he is now.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, the show Blackish was incredibly racist.
It was.
But I mean, I'm not going out there banging a drum about it. It's like, okay, whatever, I won't watch it, but okay, sure.
I mean, I thought stuff like Black Jesus was funny. That was just a funny show. It was just satire, but it was funny. It's just like,
it's because we used to be able to laugh, Cash. We used to be able to, know the difference between satire, but we don't.
We don't know anymore, man. I mean, I do think the pendulum is going to swing. And look, stuff like Spaceballs 2 or whatever, it has a chance to really change things. But once again, we don't know. And people like Josh Gad is part of it. And the stupid things he has said before. And he's done some good work he's been funny. If you guys ever watched that movie, The Rocker, that was a number of years ago, but he was funny in it.
Don't worry, Cash. He'll be a part of your two favorite movies. Frozen 3 and Frozen 4.
Yeah, for some reason we need Frozen 3 and 4.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, they're gonna.
I'm not.
make
It was announced a few days ago by
Frozen
Disney.
2 made a, what was it, like over $1 billion or something? So yeah, ridiculous money, a lot of money.
Yeah.
I know. Until like Inside Out topped it, I think. Inside Out 2 now is the highest grossing animated film of all time, I think. Yeah.
Really?
But that was just a continuation. I mean, Pixar's new movie is going to be about this, like, what was it? Some kind of, I don't think it's a chipmunk or something, but maybe it was an otter. No, it's not an otter. And it puts a girl's brain in there. They're trying to stop some. It's weird, but it's different.
I like otters.
I don't know if it was an otter. It was something. I'll have to look that up. Maybe it was a.
They better not abuse the otters.
I think it was a squirrel.
Maybe it was a squirrel. Yeah, I don't know. Squirrel. But really, it's like Pixar. It's like if I'm working at Pixar, I look at people and say, guys, we did fucking Ratatouille, man. What the hell? But you know,
They did the
John
Incredibles.
Lasseter is gone now too. And however you feel about the guy, he did a lot for Pixar. And so it's just with all the Me Too movie, I get it. There can be problems. I understand. There could be men out there as well as women that can't keep their hands off each other and they cause problems in these companies. I get it. But once again, when he was around, it just seemed like things were just going click, click, click. So
I thought the newest Pixar they were working on was Me and Uncle Joe.
No,
coming from Disney Pixar. Me.
No,
Joe.
no, Baron.
Jeez. I mean, if you see like the live action of Moana, and it's just like people are just saying this hasn't even been 10 years, and you guys are doing a remake of this. What are we talking about here? And I have to give Disney credit.
Be shot for shot CGI.
I have to give Disney.
It's
credit.
not live action.
They actually didn't close down the comment section, so people were just railing on them. They didn't. They didn't close down the comment section for that trailer. Surprisingly, not yet.
Well, yeah, they may have now.
Maybe now
came through.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was funny that's what Amazon did. That's what I'm saying. Once again, flip a coin. Hey, Amazon does this, yeah, but Amazon also does that. You know,
especially when the Rings of Power came out and everybody was ratioing that thing.
Yep, they were hiding comments and stuff, and then also people are talking about this whole thing. Oh, well, Rotten Tomatoes said this, and Rotten Tomatoes said this about Landman, and this and that. I'm like, I don't know, I haven't watched Landman, but it's just, I just don't. Dude, why do we put so much effort and just whatever into stuff like Rotten Tomatoes? Are they the be all?
They think so. I could give a rip what they say.
Yeah,
I mean, I couldn't give a rip what Cisco and Ebert said, but
I care more about what someone like one of us says.
Yeah,
who actually pays to go to see the movie, isn't given a pass to go see the movie.
Yep,
sits through the entire movie and then gives their honest opinion.
Right.
Yeah, I just would want you guys to give the honest opinion. I don't need the clickbait titles. I don't need these things. Just give me an honest opinion and what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it. I mean, I find it funny. We have these paid critics, and it's like, guys, you're missing the point, man. You got to be more professional. Break down these things just like these users do for games, for all this other kind of entertainment. And tell people what you really don't like about this. It's like, oh, well, this new Call of Duty is an 8.4. 8.4? Are you sure about that? Okay, well, I mean, I'm happy you guys like it, but is the check in the mail? It's just, and maybe they feel that way, but still, it's just like, guys, do you see where Call of Duty is going away from the military arcade type style stuff? They're going a lot away from that. Now it's all this kind of sci-fi, whatever. There's not really that. Yeah. Even with Black Ops 2, there was like a sci-fi, but there was still a military part of it. Now they're going way away from it. You're fighting some guy, like some giant dude, and he's trying to beat you up and stuff. And I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Well, remember when GamePro magazine was around. Remember how whenever they reviewed a game, they would give you the good points
Yes.
of the game, and then the bad
Yep.
points of the game.
Yep. Pros and the cons. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And sometimes they do that, but a lot of times they don't. It's like, dude, put down the bullet points too, because not every person, excuse me, is going to want to read the whole article. And sometimes, as you guys know, talking, and it all connects. The media, Hollywood, all connects. It's like when 2016 came around, man, they just, IGN, all of them, they just couldn't stop injecting their politics into a Rambo review or whatever. You're like, oh, this is just nauseating.
Well, even Nuremberg people are comparing it to Trump.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not surprised.
But
of course, that was when Cash was asked to leave because he was putting his politics in and they didn't like it.
Sure, that's what it was. Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah.
But we do have our final story for this particular broadcast of Pacific414 Pop Talk, and it's about one of our first comic book heroes.
Dun, dun. Da, 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 ba, ba, da. I picked this one, folks.
Yes, you did.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And this is by Gizmodo, and more specifically, Jermaine Lesieur
Ooh.
of Gizmodo. Who,
I never heard
and
this model before.
I've seen their videos on YouTube. And it was published on November 20th. And it says, a new record has been set for the most valuable comic book ever. A near perfect copy of Superman #1 just sold for over $9 million.
Why not?
Yeah, I mean, if it's a near perfect edition of the original comic, it's gonna get a hefty price.
I gotta ask, how? All those years.
I mean, I could think of a couple ways of doing it, and one of them is storing it in an area that doesn't get any moisture whatsoever.
Yeah, because let's face it, back in the day, they're like that. They weren't put on the best of paper.
No. And it says, who would have thought that the person who bought a comic for $6 million was getting a bargain? That happened last year when an 8.5 out of 10 graded copy of Superman's 1938 first appearance in Action Comics #1 sold for a then record price. Thursday, though, a 9 out of 10 graded copy of Superman's first solo title, 1939 Superman #1, sold for more than that much. Much more. It sold for $9.12 million. It's a lot of money for one
Nicolas
comic
Cage?
book.
Yeah, it is. Well, Nicolas Cage, I think, had an Action one until Lisa Marie told him to sell it.
Yeah, well. And Nicolas Cage was almost Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah, he showed up, unfortunately, in the Flash movie. CGI or whatever they did.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
It says the sale makes this specific copy of Superman #1 the most valuable comic book in history, beating last year's record of $6 million for that Action Comics #1. The Hollywood Reporter first posted news of the sale, which was run by Heritage Auctions. Before that, another copy of Superman #1 held the record at $5.3 million. And before that, a copy of Spider-Man's first appearance in Amazing Fantasy #15 sold for $3.6 million, which are all pretty significant jumps. And you got to be a serious collector to spend that kind of money.
Yes.
Well, I wonder how many of them are actually doing it for the investment.
Good point.
True. The longer they hold on to it, and as long as its value doesn't degrade, the more money they can get the next time around.
Yeah, because they got it graded, they got it in a little plastic case and all that. You can never open it and read it, so
No.
it's going to be in whatever great form it is on that one, and then it's it's like gold. It's only going to increase in value. Now,
It's a
James
holy
Gunn has-
grail.
yeah. I always thought
Eh.
Action One, or the Action Comics with him in it was the Holy Grail. But I suppose Superman #1 would be too. I mean, boom.
Well, I mean, these #1 comics or first appearance comics are like the Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah.
It says, why is this Superman #1 now the king of all comics? Well, mostly the condition. Finding any comic from almost 100 years ago is rare. Finding it in good condition is even rarer. And for it to be this comic, in as amazing a condition as this comic is damn near impossible. It happened because the comic's owners found it neatly tucked between some very old newspapers in the home of their deceased mother. That story also adds to the value, since it's basically the dream of anyone exploring old relics. Here it is, and all its 9.12 million glory.
Man, look at that.
I paid $1.
Look at that cover, man. Even look at all.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful.
64 pages of action. I mean, it was even bigger than most comic books because it was the first one.
Look at how clean that looks. It just
Yeah.
so beautiful.
All the lines and
you can see a little bit, on the edges, which you would expect. But other than that, she's beautiful. She's beautiful.
now, though, you have to wonder, is there a 10 million comic book out there? It would have to be one of the ones we mentioned, especially now with this specific issue taking on such a prominent role. Most comic fans would assume Action Comics #1 is the granddaddy of them all. But it seems that maybe that's no longer the case. Unless, of course, the person who bought the 8.5 graded Action Comics #1 for $6 million decides to sell it, or someone finds an even better version in an attic somewhere. If you were filthy, go ahead.
Oh, just okay. You're just finish it up.
All right. If you were filthy rich, what comic would you go after as your white whale? Would it be Superman #1? Let us know below.
Well, think about this. Imagine someone finding a detective first appearance Batman or #1 Batman in the same shape. I have a feeling that would even go more because a lot of people like Batman more these days.
Yeah.
And let's face it, the Gunnies movie didn't help matters much with Superman. But I'm sure that was on. I'm sure this is an investor. I'm sure this guy could give a rip.
It has to be.
Right. Because they know that the market is there. He's going to hold on to it for however long, and then he's going to try to get a return on investment. And
I believe that's true, yeah.
And such. These things are not going to be in the hands of actual true comic book lovers.
Which is sad.
Right.
Yeah, I believe they'll just go with the investment. It's just like it's like, what was that, autographs and stuff. Like they just don't, they take it for granted. That's why even Harrison, I have to give him credit. He knows at that time that those people were just, hounding him for an autograph so then they can just sell it on eBay for more money. I mean, it's quite obvious even back then. It's just people don't look at this stuff as valuable. I mean, they look at it, but they're like, oh, it's an investment. I can get even more money from it. It's unfortunate, but I want to believe there are collectors out there who really are like, yeah, man, I bought this. I'm going to read it, then put it back and whatever, or, I'm not going to sell it for more money. And I bought this and
Well, the thing with this one is you can't read it.
No, yeah, it's
No.
true. You can't.
It's a wall hanger now,
No, yeah, that's right.
and it's an art piece now, and that's. I'm sure how they're looking at it is like, this will go in the vault with all my gold dividends that I have, and
Right.
that I bought off those commercials and such like that, and it'll sit there until such time that it's going to be deemed it's going to be valuable. If that's going to be the case,
they'll talk about it. They'll show it off. This is my piece of resistance, and
yeah, it's I mean.
If it's going to be this way, it should be. If you're going to be treating this way, it should literally be hanging in a museum. Then
it belongs in a museum.
Belongs in the museum.
But no, I mean honestly, it should be in a museum for people to appreciate, to look at, and be in awe of. That wow, I am actually feasting my eyes on this almost 100-year-old comic book, and look how beautiful it is.
Yeah.
It's good. Instead, it's just going to be squirreled away like a lot of other art, Whether it's whether they steal it from the Louvre with their dashing team of Inspector Clouseaus,
there was somewhat of an inside job there, I'm sure. But,
oh yeah, but again, it's France. It's like you have Inspector Clouseau in the case. Wait, come on, Juju. See, I mean,
Clouseau.
But
I would like a room.
Right. I mean, really, honestly, and I have no problem with someone wanting to have their own personal art museum.
No.
But I know this is not going to be that. I mean, at least if you had it hanging in the right spot as like a museum piece in your own private, gallery, fine. But no, I'm just seeing this thing go into a safe somewhere and not seeing light until whatever opportune time. And that's the sad thing about these comics being worth so much. It is out of the grab of comic book lovers unless they happen to be freaking rich. But even then, I mean, I don't think Nicolas Cage could afford it right now.
I don't know.
I don't know his finances.
I have no idea how he's doing or not doing, but I don't know.
I mean, I would have loved to have seen it at least go to him if that was the case, because he's a lover of comics.
Yeah, he does. It's true.
It's going to be appreciated. I'd rather see it go appreciated, even if it's not in the public, as long as it's appreciated.
Yeah.
And not appreciating. So, but it's nice that it's out there. It's nice that they were able to find one like that in such great care.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I wonder if I mean, probably not for this guy, but I'm sure there would be other people tempted to be like, I want to open it, but I paid this much, but I want to open it.
Of course, the temptation would be there, but
man,
the moment you open it, it's going to lose value.
It loses its value. So yeah.
Right. Exactly. It's like, can you imagine DC getting their hands on it and using that to make the best facsimile possible of that first issue and have it for sale?
Exactly. Crazy.
That would improve the value.
It's especially for an anniversary year.
Yep.
And thank goodness there's still some local comic stores around, and I know people's parents and other people, they have older comics not and yes, exactly. And they could be worth a lot of money too, even if they're used. They could but check it out and see what you can get, and maybe you can haggle with the local comic book dude and stuff.
Well, yeah. Oh, I mean,
it's hard to find those now, man. We had one here, but dude, I'm telling you guys, just like anything, man, when you see bad customer service, you're like, man, this place needs to close down soon. What the hell are these people doing?
Well, I mean, my dad has a lot of old comics. They're Dells. Sure. I don't think they're even I don't think they're keys. They're like the old Dell. We're talking about the oft reprinted Uncle Scrooge and Donald Duck. I know he's got some
Nice.
Bailey comics.
Yeah, nice. Those might be
Stuff
worth
like
a
that.
lot of money. Yeah.
Right, because I've seen some when I got in the comic book shops, and it's like it's not huge, but I've seen some where like $1.25 or something like that hanging on the wall. So there's some value to it. Again, I don't look at it. I've never collected anything to expect anything to increase in value.
Right.
I mean, it's like, I sometimes I look to see for literally for insurance type reasons. It's like, whoa, this is worth that much now. Okay, and but it's like the first thought doesn't come. Hey, I'm going to put it on eBay. I'm going to be a little bit more careful with it.
Yeah.
Things like that. But you're kind of curious some of the stuff you have that does have that value, not for resale, but just to get an idea in case something should happen. But yeah, it's like any of that stuff. I get my hands on. It's like I'm like a golem, precious, my precious, bad hypothesis. You're not gonna take my precious ring away from me.
Yeah.
And I can't understand those that do it. I mean, just like the house flippers. Oh, we're going to go live in this house for a couple years, then sell it again for how much more, and then do the same thing. It's like, I'm too much of a homebody for that. I like to find a place, and I just want to stay there.
Mm-hmm.
What a novel concept. That should be the first thing in your mind.
Well, it's like the people that buy a new car every year. It's like, what's the point of buying the car that you had before to begin with? If you know if after a year you're gonna sell it anyway, trade it in for a new one.
It's like the people that want to buy the greatest and whatever video cards and this and that. It's like every year. It's not really very productive. But it's more of bragging. Look what I got. It's like, yeah, but has the performance changed that much?
Yeah. Well, even with the phone, Cash, Samsung, iPhone. There are people that have to have the latest and greatest phone.
Every year, man. I had a conversation with the Apple store about that. I said, I know there's people that want to get. I said, so what is this line for? Oh, there was like 20 people or something waiting for the new phone, and it's like, well, I mean, wait a few years. I don't know. I don't.
Well, I mean, I'm still rocking my Galaxy S10 Plus. I mean,
if it works,
how old is that?
Fine.
Yeah, I mean, well, I gotta get a new battery for it and get the port.
I mean, people could still use flip phones. I know that sounds funny, but if it works, it works. If you don't need that extra bells and whistles, it's fine. I mean, I have a 4G and I need to upgrade, I guess, for Verizon to 5G. I guess my phone started falling apart a little bit, but it's still working well. It's just. It's nice to have that extra upgrade, but I mean, even I waited for the tablet until my other tablet actually started falling apart.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, I couldn't get a store credit for it, and that irritated me. But they're like, yeah, this has been too damaged, or this is. I'm like, it still works. Okay, fine. And then I found it a little bit cheaper than the Apple store. So as I said, we try to always give advice on here, but like if you can find it cheaper at Best Buy or somewhere else, go for it cheaper. You can probably still find some good service. It's just
or that car trunk in the back alley that you like to go to.
Yeah, right.
When I bought Rise of the Ronin earlier this year, it was cheaper for me to buy it in the store than it was for me to buy it on Steam.
Yep. Yeah, and don't worry if Steam's not having deals right now because they had their sale earlier or later or whatever they did. They'll have deals again some other point.
Oh yeah.
You just have to check every day with Steam because you never know when they're going to have a publisher sell.
Yep. Right. Fanatical can hook you up with stuff. I am trying to see if it was funny. It was that 1 week, Mike, that the Metal Gear Solid collection was on PC was $30 for 1 week, and it's never changed in the lowest. I'm like, well, maybe I'll bite the bullet on that one and get just get it for $44. That's still cheaper, but
Yeah, I still haven't played it since I bought it a couple years ago and streamed it that one night because of all the bugs.
right.
I know they've patched a lot of that stuff
Yes.
by now, but I haven't
Yep.
picked it back up.
Yep. I mean, people are, things are going to keep changing, obviously, and why wouldn't they? But still, if you can still get like physical stuff, get some physical stuff. I understand the whole argument about clutter. I get it, but still, you can put it in a nice place, and you can keep it for a long time. So
Yeah,
There
you
is
can.
nothing more satisfying sometimes than just to sit down and just take a look at what you've acquired.
yes,
Right. And know that anytime you can pull it down and read it or play it or
yes,
or whatnot. Something that you don't get with digital.
no.
And
And
it's like
digital was going to happen with PC, fine. But the whole thing is Steam was, and I will always tell people this, Steam was never forced on anybody. It just gradually started happening. And then it got better and better and better. And Steam has its problems too, just like every platform. But still, there's, I have almost 500 games now on freaking Steam.
I know.
It's ridiculous. It's like, it's just looking like a lot of treasure. But,
Well, it's like I recently got a game that you gifted me on Steam to work after a while.
I'm glad it did work. I might try it again, but it didn't work for me. I got it to work everywhere else, Mike, but I can't get it to work on my laptop.
I would just try it again, Cash.
All right.
Yeah. I would just destroy the laptop.
Yes, that's a good idea, especially how much that costs. Yes, that's a great idea. Yeah. So the thing is that we will always tell people this. I try to tell people just always go and save money. Like there's people that are so stubborn all the time. Yes, we can be stubborn about things too, but it's like, no, I'm going to pay $80 for this. No, you don't have to.
No, you don't have to.
Find it cheaper. Go on eBay. Go on, and I know what Nintendo said recently about, if it's used, we're going to lock your system and ban you and tell you to go to hell. Whatever. It's like, dude, if any of that kind of stuff happens, call Nintendo and said, what's going on here? I bought this game. It wasn't open at all. Is there some problem? This is stupid. So, and if they screw you, then tell them to screw off and go with something like a Legion Go, a Steam Deck, whatever. There's still all these options there because people want to give you options. Sure, it's not going to be always the cheapest, but if it can do a lot, then it can be money well spent.
And you can't always nickel and dime yourself, especially when you buy a game and then maybe the next day that game goes on sale. Like I should have waited one more day, but you never know.
That's the problem. Yeah. You guys can blame all the people, the government, whatever you want, this, that, but I'm going to tell you right now, there are prices that are going down and they're actually going down. And Black Friday, guess what? Even with all the stuff, I know craziness, everything's going to hell. The orange man's going to eat your children. I get it. Fine. But there's still good prices during Black Friday, isn't there? You still can find some good shit.
Yeah, I was checking Amazon last week, and they were already doing their pre-Black Friday sales. Of course, they're calling it Black Friday week. Yep. But I saw a few things that caught my eye, and I was actually able to buy a few things for somebody for Christmas.
Yeah. That's what they started doing, Black Friday week. Now you got a whole week of deals, and you can find stuff on everything from Green Man Gaming. And if you have problems with that, you go to Fanatical. You got problems with that, you go to Loaded, or used to be CD Keys. You can find all. And guess what? As far as I know, and Steam is fine accepting it, so there shouldn't be any issues.
I haven't any problems when I use CD keys.
Just make sure to always check the region lock or any of that stuff. Make sure you don't get yourself screwed up. But surprisingly, Loaded and other places, you can say, "Hey, I didn't get my key," or this. they'll check it and make sure you do it. They sometimes do better customer service than some of these other places, including Logitech and other stuff. It's crazy because they care. They want people to have the right products and, but save money. This is the kind of stuff. And because what happens is when these prices go up and then there's certain things that happen, like, there might be sailing some seas.
Well, people do that, especially when the prices are going up.
People get tired of these companies nickel and diming them all the time. I mean, look at what's happened with Mortal Kombat and all that. Buy your DLCs, buy this, buy that, buy your microtransactions. I mean, why does Fortnite make so much money? Because they have skins and they say, oh, we're going to put this popular IP in here and we're going to put this one in there. Next one they're putting in is Kill Bill. They have a deal where you can go watch Kill Bill for the 2 movies for the 5 hours, and then you get this Kill Bill skin for Fortnite. And I'm sure some people will probably do that, maybe more than some. But it is a great marketing tool.
There are even games that have a deluxe edition where if you pay that extra $10 or however much that particular company is charging for the DLC, extra deluxe edition, it's like you look at the list. Okay, so I get a few extra skins and the soundtrack, but that's still not worth buying the deluxe edition for me.
Right. Yeah, and if it's not worth it, I mean, I thought a reasonable price for the Witcher 3 Collector's Edition, $150. I thought that was reasonable, but now after I remember the Final Fantasy VII remake with the statue, it's $250. I'm like, you're telling me that's really worth it? I don't know about that.
Well, I eventually ended up buying the DLC for Dispatcher, and basically what it is the soundtrack and the comics.
That's cool.
Because I want to support Dispatch. Yep. I think it's worth it.
And it gets snubbed at the Game Awards, but I just...
Well, it did get a nomination for New Game of the Year or whatever the category was.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to look again. Because they were talking about snubs and they showed Dispatch and a few other games, but it's all the same stuff. All this stuff has become a lot less fun. It should become more fun again, not less. We still find some good stuff there, but it seems like we need to dig in the bargain bin and stuff, and then we find the gold. It takes a while, but
honestly, that's what you should do. You should look and see what games are on sale for, an inexpensive price, or even if they're not on sale, still look at the price, and if it's not that expensive and it's a game that you want to try, pick it up.
Yep, I would say also buy the game again if you want to for a cheaper price. I've done that a few times because maybe you want to test things. Hey, I tested this on this Switch 2 or Switch. I want to test it on the PC. Let's see what I can do. Oh, I can put mods in this too. Just make sure to get it for a cheaper price. Don't pay the same price for it.
Oh, hell no.
No.
I mean, heck, I bought the Mass Effect Legacy Collection or Legendary Collection.
Yeah, Legendary Collection.
And that was a great price when I bought it on Steam.
Of course, yeah.
And they did have the original games being sold separately, but it's like, okay, for the same price that I would be buying the original games, I can get the Legacy or Legendary Collection. I know, I keep calling it Legacy.
No, that's fine. It's just, I mean, I just wish they added the multiplayer stuff because the Horde mode stuff in that is awesome. But if you get the other version, you can still play it, which I found out recently. I was like, what? That's awesome. That's great. But yeah, it's just like this Steam machine and all that. It's like, guys, it's probably not going to be like $600 like a console. Like, it's going to do more than a console. So it may be closer to $1,000. But if it does a lot of
someone's
things,
gaming PC in a way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But if it is a reasonable price and stuff, it may fly off the shelves like crazy. Mm-hmm. We'll see what happens. And pre-orders and whatever. But Valve, when they do things, they can do some really amazing stuff. So I just think I would just laugh if they're like, and the first game on here is finally Half-Life 3. Got you guys. Woo! Hilarious. But
Half-Life, yeah, I still gotta get through the rest of that game.
you will. But no, it's just people unfortunately don't understand like the concept of saving money anymore, and then they wonder why they're broke, or it's like, oh, I went into debt. It's like, but you didn't have to go into debt. Sometimes I understand that there can be problems and people have to go into debt and then they have to get out of it. Fine, but I think you can try to avoid that as much as possible. Just have to be smart with your money.
Mm-hmm.
And have a job.
And save money. And if you don't have a job or you're not really working or whatever, then you got to save money.
Yeah.
Save money is important. Save money in the bank, save money in this. Yeah. So, but I would always tell people, save money on games, save money on this, save money on comics, save money on this. Also, I've also found out if you're worried about a comic you buy or a graphic novel might be bent, maybe the person who put it in the truck threw it too hard or whatever, buy some stuff on eBay. They have some really nice package stuff that they do a nicer job sometimes than the Amazon people. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's not saying much.
No, it's not. You get
my sister had ordered something from Amazon a couple months ago, and she got a notification saying it was undeliverable, and she's used the same address each and every time that she's placed an order on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
No. Yep. So.
Well, have you seen some of those Amazon drivers? Honestly,
it wasn't coming by Amazon drivers. We don't have an Amazon facility close enough to us.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be coming by UPS, but UPS gave it to the post office, who then said it's undeliverable.
Well,
because
that's
somebody at the post office didn't look and go, oh, that belongs to them, so we can hold it here for them, and they can pick it up. Because they've done that for her. I've been to another post office. They've done it for me.
Yep. I mean, they usually do a good job, but sometimes even with nice electronics that you've paid a lot of money for, they might just chuck it in the truck, even though it has the bubble wrap around it and whatever. And then what happens is the monitor may start coming loose, and after like a month or two, and you're like, what is this shit? What happened here? So yeah, it's not good that they do that. They just throw it in the truck. But I mean, hey, that's the bubble wrap or something. It should be fine. The styrofoam, whatever.
No, they don't care really.
No,
they don't.
It's not like it used to be.
Nope.
So usually that doesn't happen, but sometimes it does, unfortunately.
But gentlemen, before we get out of here, is there anything or anyone that you would like to promote? And I'll make sure that Mike of the present puts those links into the chat.
You know, it's the future. I can't tell right now, but the only thing I want to do is wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Remember what's important about it is be thankful for what we have. Things have looked pretty crappy these last few years for all of us.
Yes.
But be thankful. I mean, you're still here. You still got us if you're going to have that for being thankful. But, look at those things. There was an important reason why Abraham Lincoln did bring this holiday forth during the Civil War in the middle of all that horridness. We still have to find the things and remember the things that we should be thankful for.
Yes.
And I mean, back then it was worth a nation fighting for,
right.
survival and such. So be thankful. Don't be all hopped up and geared up for Black Friday. That's not the holiday. Thanksgiving is.
That's right.
And it's not a day to watch football necessarily. I mean, everyone does get around it, but
Yes.
you know,
Baron, I
between
like watching football while I'm eating the turducken.
yeah, tofu to Dunkin', just like Cash's mom makes.
Yeah, no.
But no, I mean, between the Hail Mary passes and whatever they have for halftime shows or whatever, take a moment and even thank each other. I mean, your family that you have around them, because they're the most important thing that you got in this world. So that's all I got to sit back and say. Just remember what it is. It's not Turkey Day. It's Thanksgiving, and it's a time to remember that. We have a tendency to forget giving thanks. So
at time to sit down and reflect, not just on the year as it is at this current time, but also previous years, and think to yourself, yeah, I'm thankful that I took this path, this career path at one point.
Right.
Yeah, and don't and if you're around the family and things can get heated with other stuff, just try to say, somebody tries to bring up politics, just say, no, we're going to talk about some other stuff. How was your day?
Yeah, right.
What's been going on? What's new with you? Yep.
Yeah, don't show up with the mega hat.
If your family's coming over, catch up with them, especially if you haven't seen them in a long while. What's new with you?
And don't be like a lot of these narcissists on TikTok saying, I don't want to be around my family because of these politics bullshit. Don't be like them, please.
No.
Those people are very, there's a very good chance that a lot of them are very miserable. That's their outlet. They need that narcissism because they are other people, so they can agree with them and they can all be as miserable as they all are. It's sad. It's a sad reality, but unfortunately, this is what people do. So,
and also, and I'm being dead serious here. If you're going to cook a turkey, whether it's in the oven or in a fryer, don't burn the house down.
Yes, please.
Yeah. You have more danger with the fryers. Have you seen when they dunk those things in and just everything goes nuts?
Yeah, I've seen it where people dunk them in while the turkey's frozen.
Right.
Now, from what I know, you're not supposed to do that.
No, let it fall, just like you do for the other.
And, if you don't want to do that and you don't want to make a turkey, I know a lot of people do, or maybe their parents are getting older, they don't want to make a turkey, then, find a good place that has a nice turkey dinner that you can either do takeout or something else, because not everybody's going to want to cook. And especially when people are getting older, there, can be problems.
Yeah. So
it's a lot of work. Yeah. So.
We got our turkey spam already, so.
And for those who may not have any family to spend the day with, well,
right.
I appreciate you spending time with us this year.
Yes. And always remember that there are people out there that still care. I know it feels like there isn't because of all the narcissism, all the other nonsense that goes on, the way people treat each other, but there's still people out there who do care and they do want to help each other. So,
So Cash, what do you have coming up on the Phantom Hooligans in the future?
In the future, well, let's see. We've got the Emperor, because the Emperor, I heard, is getting very impatient. The Emperor has told me that you better get this done after Thanksgiving, or there's going to be some problems. I said, no, please, sir, don't.
But I heard there was an Imperial Commissar that came knocking at your door saying,
probably,
yeah, you come on, go forward, because if we try to retreat, I shoot.
That's right. So, we've got what's going forward right now. Well, let's see. We've got the Space Marine 2, of course, for the Emperor. We've got Evil West with Mike and I. Those are the two things. After we beat Evil West, I'm sure Mike and I will find something else. I I've been testing out some more stuff. I'm thinking that maybe, maybe a space game, maybe a certain space game that we've played before. That I don't know how Baron would feel playing it again, but
Jump
I think
space.
some fun. Yep.
I suggested that, Cash. Do you forget?
No, I probably forgot that.
He doesn't
But
listen, Baron. You know
I
that.
didn't listen to you, Baron, about that. But no, I'm just putting that out there, possibly. So I just thought I liked to play coy about the name, but really, what is going to be coming up in the future is Space Marine 2. Finally, because if the Emperor gets any more impatient, I think there's going to be major problem. And then Evil West, because those vampires, they need to be killed.
Well, we need to get rid of Felicity there,
That's
partner.
right. Felicity, yeah. So
What a
there's
sweet
that.
name.
Yep. And then, of course, after Thanksgiving, Baron, we gotta start in with it would be season 2 of Cranky Old Fans. Yeah.
Yep.
Season 2, and then
Coming to YouTube.
Yep, coming to YouTube. Yep, started coming to YouTube. So, so those are coming up, and then of course I'm sure there'll be some stuff going on with Beyond with Jace, and I don't know what, but there'll be something, I'm sure. But
oh, there's always something.
There's always something. But yeah, those are coming up, and I'm just lately I've been just testing Tunic online. I just went back to it recently, and I'm just like, man, this boss is like I was telling you guys before. It's like playing Cuphead. This game is just like, it feels like it's laughing at you, and it's like it gets cheap shots in, and it's like, how did I get killed again? But it's that game is really something. It's patience, rage, and more patience and more rage.
That's how he damaged the phone.
And that's right. But yeah, those are the things that are coming up right now in the Phantom Hooligans, and then I'll have to put that stuff on Cash Money Madness over on Rumble. But I might still do a actually, Phil told me that Fallout 76 is not really fun anymore right now. They made a new patch and they broke things. I hate when these companies do this stuff.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, I know, right? And we did have some fun with that. I don't know if you guys still... I know Baron mentioned it as a joke recently, but I would love to finish Myth Force with you guys, and so you guys could get
I didn't say it was a joke. I was serious about Myth Force.
Were you? All right. I thought you were joking because...
No, I was listening through all the games that we played and we should go back to.
Okay.
And give plays to.
Also...
I didn't mention Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed.
Also, yes, that would definitely that one too. And also they're offering Vermintide 2, so if people don't have it for free, you can get it for a limited time for free. So
where?
On Steam.
Really?
I saw that on Steam today, actually. Yeah, I think I'll have to check that again. But yeah, so if you don't own it, definitely get it.
Indeed. And I think we just lost Baron.
I think
no,
so.
He didn't.
Nope.
I just brought up my Ghostbusters guy.
Nice. So yeah, there's always games that we can find. The thing is, you guys also might look into Ark. I don't know if you want to play another type of survival game, but it's pretty. I've watched Spock play it a number of times. It's pretty good. It's pretty balanced. You got to be careful who you trust, but it is funny when I was watching Spock and he's like, friendly. I'm like, that may help usually, but it did sometimes though. This one, before the mission ended or whatever, the guy did shoot him in the head in the games. Sometimes. But you guys might want to look into that. It's like about $34.
I have Ark. I haven't done much for it.
Oh, okay, cool. So
and
yeah.
when I say I haven't done much for it, I haven't done any crafting or anything else. I played it for a few moments and then
yeah,
I never went back to it for some reason.
Okay. Well, then if that's the case, that's fine. It's pretty fun from what I've seen. But yeah, I'm still a bit on the fence on it. So, but yeah, there's always games that we can find to play. So we'll just. The thing is, we just don't want to drive ourselves crazy and play too many games. Some people do that, and it's like you're just gonna drive yourself insane. So.
Yeah. And is that all, Cash?
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. And as far as what's coming up on Pacific414 for the first week of December, starting December 2nd, I will be playing more Black Myth Wukong. Don't be surprised if by the time I start playing it during that week, if I've done a few things offline during my streaming hiatus. And the same will probably apply for Half-Life as well, which will be played on Thursday of that first week of December. And both game streams will be at 5 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and Rumble. And then we'll have the Wednesday edition of Pacific414 Pop Talk. During that time, no Sunday edition again. Just like this past Sunday, we didn't have a Sunday edition. Well, we won't have a Sunday edition for this coming Sunday when you see this. So we'll have the Wednesday edition, like I said, at 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and Rumble. And then on Saturday, December 6th at 8 p.m. Eastern, I was about to say 6. I almost did. But 8 p.m. Eastern, we're going to have the next episode of The Adventure Continues, Star Trek discussion, where the topic of the matter will be Star Trek, the motion picture, the director's cut, director's edition, and it's going to be the most recent director's cut that was released a few years ago. So we're going to be watching that and discussing that with, of course, Baron being on that panel, myself, and at the time of this recording, Stone Cold Loki, and also the Smoking Patriot, and Tommy the Guinea Pig Collective. If that should change between the time you see this and the time that episode comes up, don't worry. You'll see the change in the thumbnail and in the credits. But as of right now, those are the guests. There is one more, but I'm still waiting, even at the time of this recording, for any confirmation. So that's what's going to be coming up on Pacific414. Of course, everybody who watch, listen, and lurk, thank you very much. If you all can do me a favor, I know I don't ask this too often, but if you could please share out the stream, hit that like button for the stream. This way, the algorithm gets a kick in the butt to know that you do like the content on this channel and that it does get recommended. And don't be surprised if I start asking for that a little more often than I have. But until then, everybody, thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving. Hope the week has been well for you. And until then, remember two things on Pacific414. One, don't ever give up on me when I'm playing a game, because just when you do, you might miss something. And two, I'm not just a baseball guy. I'm an all-around guy. Take care. Also, real quick, since it's in my thought, don't be surprised if during that first week, if I add another game to that week. So even though the schedule's already out, don't be surprised.
We like surprises, Mike.
Yeah, I know. We all do. Everybody,
There's audible, folks.
take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Autobots, transform and roll out!